If you want to be the best, you have to beat the best. On paper, that's exactly who UWL football is playing today. They welcome reigning champs North Central in the Division III quarterfinals. It's number 1 versus number 4, with the stakes higher than ever for the Eagles. Just 2 minutes into this contest, Luke Lanin drops back to pass and finds D'Angelo Hardy. He runs it into the end zone for a 7-0 Cardinals lead. Crosse responds. Kaiser Helterbrand takes a snap, drops back to pass, but decides to take it himself. Look at number 2 go on the run. He's going to take it into the end zone himself to tie things up early. Now we're going to go late into the second quarter. Lanin hands it off to Hardy, and he's looking to pass. He lobs it to Joey Lombardi to break this game open for North Central. They're up 35-14. But hold on a minute. Fourth quarter. Eagles in the red zone as Helterbrand takes it himself. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the day, and it's a 6-point game out of nowhere. But the Cardinals are going to respond soon after. It's going to be a run from Lanin. Into the end zone he goes, and that is the dagger in the Eagles' hearts. Sadly, Lacrosse's season is over as they fall 55-42. A tremendous year for the Eagles, something that this team should be proud of. News 19 sports director Scott Emmerich was at Roger Harring Stadium for this one, with more on what Coach Janis and the others had to say after the game.
The good news, the Eagles scored 42 points today against North Central. That's the most the Cardinals have given up all season. But on the flip side, the Eagles give up 55. That's the most they've given up all season. The result, a heartbreaking season-ending playoff loss.
You know, from the day I took over as the head coach here, I've talked about 2 numbers. I've talked about, when I first got hired, it was about 34 and 4, and that was our 34th conference title in school history and our 4th national championship in school history. And over the last 2 seasons, we've won 34 and we've won 35, and we're going to still chase after number 4, and we're going to still do that. And I think, you know, after this game and obviously when the dust settles, I think we're going to see a team that's going to be hungry in the offseason as much as we're going to miss some really big pieces.
The turning point in this one came early. The Eagles, on the verge of taking the lead, saw a sure touchdown slip away, leading to a turnover. 1 play later, North Central scored on an 80-yard run, a 14-point swing in a game where the margin for error was slim.
The fumble in the end zone obviously changes things at the beginning of the game.
Offensively, we could have done more. That unlucky play, the fumble right on the 1-yard line. That was tough.
Well, the Eagles do have a lot to hang their hat on this season. This is their 3rd straight trip to the playoffs. They have 2 straight conference titles and now a trip to the national quarterfinals. A new standard has been set. From Harring Stadium, Scott Emmerich, News 19 Sports.
Thank you, Scott. And just like he said, that's 3 playoff appearances in 3 years under Janis, and the program is looking just fine in this new era of Eagle football.